Hello people! So this is actually the third time I'm recording this voiceover because I messed up both times. Like, I did the whole voiceover 2 times and then it wasn't working with the actual video, so but I figured out what the problem was, and now I think it probably works. If I have to do this again, I'm going to cry. But yeah, we are building the pancake house today. The Pancakes. Mr. and Mrs. Pancake. Bob and Eliza Pancake. And for their son Iggy as well, because I downloaded them from the gallery. And apparently they have a son. Yay! So I built them a house. I did have a reference picture. The one that I looked at, the house was in Chicago, and the front was kind of overgrown, and there was a big tree in the front, and that's what kind of drew me in. I just loved the vibes. I'm not quite sure if it would actually be something that Eliza would willingly let her front garden get to, but you know, she just had a toddler. She's a child. She just had a baby. It's grown up into a toddler, but you know, the hard work. You can't always look after your lawn. I think it's still quite pretty. I like it. It's my kind of aesthetic, I guess. Yeah, it's gonna be very green, but the house is gonna be quite modern, black and white, and I'm really excited for it because I think it turned out really pretty. I wasn't sure what kinds of windows to use for a while because the base game ones weren't like fitting properly, and I ended up using the seasons ones because I like the color. They didn't necessarily fit better, but I just really like the color. Yeah, black and white. You see there's gonna be a little porch area in the front. I tried to use these kind of weathered looking columns, but I thought, oh, that's a bit too much, so I used the clean ones, probably getting like pressure cleaned every 2 weeks because they look so marbly and shiny. Here I am trying, in a second you'll see me trying to find the right gate, which led me to actually changing up the whole front of the house, because there's no 3 tile wide gate, and the 1 tile wide gate was looking too small. But then I couldn't go for the 4 tile wide one because it was too big, and it wouldn't have fit either way with the 3 tile wide stairs. So I had to go for a 2 tile wide and make the stairs 2 tiles wide as well. So I had to change up the whole front, and I also changed the fence, and I couldn't decide for ages. I guess you could say I was on the fence. But yeah, I put a nice big tree in the front of the house because I thought, oh, once Iggy grows up, he can have like a nice little swing set in there, and it would be all cute, and they could watch him from their little porch area. Yeah, that was my thought behind it. Here I'm just doing the overgrown bit I was talking about. I wouldn't necessarily say like overgrown, just like, what is it called, like a field, like a nice little field with all the flowers and the daisies and a little bit of weeds. I don't know what the right word is there. I am sorry, I am not English, I am not American. I don't know the English language that well. But yeah. Personally, I really like how the front garden turned out. It's not so like I tried to use different sizes of the same flower, as you can see there, so it wouldn't look too what's the word, symmetrical and too samey, because that's not how nature is. And just trying, I know I'm not really good at landscaping in general, but I've really been trying to get into it recently, because I just think it makes your whole build just look so much better and so much more high quality. Oh, and there you could see me like redraw the whole upstairs because the roof just kept clipping into it. It's such an annoying thing. It just kept happening. I'm just putting some details on the front, and then we're gonna do the floor plan. With these kinds of houses, I find it quite easy to do the floor plan, because you would just have your sitting room, your front room in the front, and then the dining room off of that, and then the kitchen next to it. So yeah, I was quite happy with it, to be honest. The upstairs I was struggling a little bit because I didn't want to have the bathroom be so elongated, but that's what we had to do in the end. And it turned out alright, I guess. Oh yes, in the living room I just wanted to have this big massive archway to go into the dining room to make it real dramatic. And yeah, the interior is usually my favorite part, so I had lots of fun decorating this. And I tried to use I tried to incorporate the furniture from the paranormal stuff as well. Paranormal stuff pack. I did use it a few times. That armchair actually matches the university sofa so well. It's beautiful, but I couldn't quite. I couldn't match the paranormal stuff well with the rest of the furniture. It's just the colors weren't working. It was just not in this house anyway. Maybe a different house I'm going to build. Yeah. Oh yes, I haven't mentioned it here yet, but I am building a whole safe file. So I will be showing you what I have already built, because I am very proud of it and I'm very excited, and it took me a long time. And yeah, I'm still doing Willow Creek. I haven't gotten very far, I guess, but I'm just having fun with it, and I have a lot of time until I have to go back to work, as many people might have, and I'm just thinking I'm taking this opportunity to do something fun. I'm playing The Sims all the time anyway, like every day, all day, so I might as well like do something with it, bring people enjoyment or whatever. At least I hope I can. Yeah, now we're doing the dining room. I was struggling a little bit with that, just because of how I wanted it to look and how I imagined it versus how I was actually able to do it. Like, I love the green curtains. I think it's just such a statement. I love it. And I think my downfall was I couldn't really find the right plants, I guess. I wanted it to be all green and nice, and yeah, so basically where Eliza keeps her plants, because to me she seems a bit like a plant mama. Yeah, here you can see that I'm trying to use the paranormal stuff and it's just not working, so I just go in the end I just go for an armchair and a little drinks cart, as you can see, with little drinks on them. Oh, it always takes me ages to find things in the catalog. It's ridiculous. And the search tool, I feel like, isn't really working because they're named such silly things sometimes. But yeah, you see, I'm still trying with that shelf, but it's just not it. It's not working. So I'm just putting a mirror and a painting, which turned out nice. I like it. It's fine. It's not my best work, but not my worst either, I think. Yeah, onto the kitchen. I love these kitchen counters. They are my favorite. I use them all the time. Older builds, newer builds, doesn't matter. It's timeless. It's amazing. I love it. Yeah, I'm trying not to use them everywhere, but sometimes I can't help it. Yeah, here you can see that I've put a coffee machine there with a grinder, so it's quite a fancy one in my opinion anyway, because I thought Bob needs his coffee in the morning to get out of bed, you know. Maybe Eliza makes him the coffee in the morning, maybe not, you know. Their relationship might not be the best, as we all might know already. They probably just had that little boy because they thought it would help repair their relationship, and that's really not a good reason to have a child, and I cannot condone it because it's not going to work out, and then the child's going to be the one suffering. But anyway, maybe they make it, maybe not. I guess you're gonna have to get my save file. Yeah, and I've cut the bathrooms out because no one cares about the bathrooms. Here I was struggling to find the right wallpaper, just because I didn't know how dark I wanted the wood to be, because there's quite a few different wood tones, which is fine because I would rather, that's why I did the furniture first, because I would rather have the furniture be kind of cohesive than having to match it with the wallpaper on the floor, because that just kind of throws me off sometimes. Yeah, here I did a little pattern in the wood floor in the hallway, and I was trying to find a good mirror, and it's okay. I feel like we need more big mirrors that aren't too modern but also not too old-fashioned, I think. Yeah, you can see in the kitchen I tried to do a tile kind of pattern, but it wasn't working very well, so I just did the same thing that I did in the hallway with the wooden floors, and I think it turned out quite nice. Yeah, I guess next we're going upstairs. Yeah, so the hallway, bedrooms, bathroom, and Iggy's room. So here in the hallway, in the landing area, I did the same thing again on the floor because I liked it so much. I didn't do it in the bedrooms because I thought that would just be a bit too much, and I was struggling with them a little bit because I think I made them a little too big. I could have probably put like a bathroom in between them or something like that, but yeah, I made an office area for Eliza instead, because this is her room. Obviously they're not sharing a room. God forbid Eliza and Bob Pancakes share a bedroom. No. Yeah, but I made this. I think she would be like quite sophisticated and chic, so I tried to reflect that in the furniture, and she has a nice view out the window towards the tree. And yeah, I didn't feel like doing too much to the bedrooms, because to be quite honest, Eliza and Bob, they're not my favorite. I don't get why people actually are like against Eliza or against Bob or whatever. I just don't get the fascination, to be honest. Here is Bob's bedroom. I don't know why there's little lines by the window. It happened a few times in different areas and I don't know what's happened. Guess the game's just broken now. Yeah, so this is Bob's room. He's got his weightlifting machine. Oh, they're just so ugly, aren't they? But yeah, they don't have a gym, so I just put it in his room again. I think he had one before as well, so I just stuck with it. Yeah, it's just an alright room, innit? It's just simple, like him. Oh, I love the bed though. It reminds me so much of like a Slytherin room, and I actually am a Slytherin most of the time. I guess we can all like you can't tell me you didn't take the test multiple times just to make sure what house you're in. And sometimes I'm Hufflepuff, sometimes I'm Slytherin. I guess it's just no, like the first time I done it a few years ago, I was actually Hufflepuff, but more recently the one I've done more recently, I was actually Slytherin. So I guess maybe people change. Yeah, I didn't have much fun doing this kids room. I think I cut most of it out because I was just fiddling with it so much and it wasn't working out the way I wanted to. But you can see like it's there was a nice reading area and everything he needs basically. Here on the outside, I decided I needed some more contrast, so I've put some black what are they called? Poles? Columns outside to kind of show the edges of the house, but because I thought they were just blending in and it was a bit boring, you know. Here I'm just doing the last bits of landscaping around the outside and doing the porch in a second as well. Yeah. Did I mention I'm not very good at landscaping? I'm just trying. Aren't we all to some extent? Yeah, all the hedges. I put a staircase here so they could walk around the back and go around to the front, because they don't have a back garden. They only have like the pond for fishing around the back. I thought I would like give them a direct, because there's no point being out there really, apart from your grill, and like you could have breakfast there, that would be nice, or dinner outside on the porch. I miss going outside. Even just for like a nice stroll in the sun. Winter's really not. Hate it. Need the sunshine. Yeah, I'm also doing like terrain. I don't know how to say it. I'm painting the floor, the grass and all that, because I am obsessed recently. I feel like it makes it look so much more realistic. And we're putting some lamps down so you can see in the dark when, oh yep, that's it. Right, screenshots. Oh, did I mention I didn't put a potty or a high chair in when I filmed this, but you will see them in the screenshots. Don't you worry, they're there. He's all taken care of. It's fine. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful, lovely day, and I hope I will see you soon. And thank you so much. Bye bye.